Good day, everyone. So today we will have your offline classes because there is a power interruption in our place. So I cannot hold you a, or we cannot have our online classes this morning. So I want you to watch this video and finish it until the end, enable for you to answer your workbook. Okay, let's start with the hook with the word problem. Ryan took out 40% of marbles out of a jar, having 600 marbles. How many marbles did he take out? Again, Ryan took out 40% of marbles out of a jar, having 600 marbles. How many marbles did he take out? So after reading the word problem, we have the given numbers we're in. We have the 40% that he took out and the total number of marbles inside of the jar, which is 600 marbles. Okay, so after getting the important numbers, we need to find out the keyword. So what it is? It is out of or off. When you say off, it means that we need to multiply. So we can see that the portion, we're in 40%, we need to multiply it to the total number of our marbles, which is 600. So 40% times 600 is equal to blank. So as you can see here, 40% times 600 cannot be multiplied directly. Why? Because, okay, your 40% is still have its symbol percent. So the first that we're gonna do would be convert our percent into fraction. So if you still remember how to convert the percentage into fraction, we just need to copy the 40 and the denominator would be 100. So we got 40 hundredths or 40 over 100. Then we will multiply it by 600. So we need to multiply directly 40 times 600 over 100. So 40 times 600, that is equal to 24,000 divided by 100. Enable for us not to get a long division, so we will cancel out 0. So as you can see in our divisor, we have 2 0. We'll cancel it and cancel also 2 zeros at our denominator. So the remaining is 240 divided by 1. So that is equal to 240. So it means that he took out 240 marbles in the jar. So today we will find the percentage, rate, and base if any of the two are given. Again, our aim for today, we will find the percentage, rate, and base if any of the two are given. So before we proceed with our activity, we need to know first or to have a recap about what is percentage, rate, and base. So let's find out what is percentage, rate, and base. So we need to one by one to get the following definition, and it's a formula. So we'll start with the percentage. Percentage has the symbol of P. So it is the portion, part, or share, and always without a percent sign. While the rate has a symbol of R, or we call it as a rate or percent, usually with a percent sign, and it is a percentage in relation to the base. While the base with the symbol of B is the representation of the original amount or the whole of a thing. So as you can see here at your right side, we have the rectangular shape with divided into three parts. We have at the top the percentage, and below of it we have the rate and base. So this triangular method is the easiest way to remember the formula of our three important things to do today: the percentage, rate, and the base. So let's reduce the following into a formula.
Okay, so today we will deduce the formula of finding our percentage, rate, and the base. So using this triangular form, we will find their formula for us to get the easier way to come up with its answer. So let's start with percentage. For example, your percentage is missing, so we'll just cover the sign of P, and the remaining is the rate and the base. So it means that we need to multiply the rate times the base. Okay. Again, when your percentage is missing, just cover it, and the remaining is the rate and base. So you just need to multiply rate times the base. What if your missing is the rate? So you need to cover the following R to represent rate. So the remaining is percentage and the base. So you need to do is P over B. If we simplify this one, P over B, we need to divide. So P divided by B, or percentage divided by the base. What if we are having, or we're looking for the base? So need to cover the base, or B. Then we look at the remaining. P over R. P over R, or we just need to divide P divided by R. So in a simplest way, if your percentage is missing, we just need to multiply rate times the base. While your base is missing, we just need to divide percentage to the rate. While if your rate is missing, you need to divide your percentage to the base. So that is how we come up with the formula of our percentage, the rate, and the base.
Now that you know how to find or to deduce the formula of our percentage, rate, and base, you can find out our correct answer in the following activities. So let's proceed with your activity. So apply the relation between the percentage, the base, and rate to find the unknown quantity in each given figure. So write your answers up to 2 decimal places. So we have here a letter A, B, and C. So let's answer this one in your math notebook.
Okay, so as you can see in our letter A, we have the percentage which is 30, our rate 31%, and the base is missing. So what is the formula we will use? Okay, again, by looking at our triangular shape, we need to cover the letter B and look at the remaining. We have the percentage and the rate. So we need to divide. So we need to divide our percentage to rate. So it means that to find out our base of our letter A, we need to have 30 divided by 21%. Can we divide directly? No, because here 21 is still have a percent symbol. So we need to convert this into fraction. 21, write the digit 21, and always remember the denominator is always 100. And copy the following. Divided by this one, 30 equals the base. So we have formed the following into base equals 30 divided by 21 over 100. So now we will formulate the following by the division symbol rule, or the dividing fraction by a whole number to a fraction. So let's do this. Copy your base, your 30, change the symbol of your division into multiplication and reciprocal of your fraction. So we have 100 over 21. So now we can easily find out our answer by multiplying directly and divide it by 21. So we have 30 times 100 divided by 21. So let's continue. Multiply 30 times 100. That would be 3,000. So again, multiply 3 times 1. It's 3. And count how many 0. We got 3,000. And divided by 21. So as you can see here, we have a big number, no? So we need to divide the following. So 3,000 divided by 21. So let's start with 30 divided by 21. That is 1. 1 times 21? 21. So we need to subtract 30 minus 21. 9. So 9 cannot be divided to your 21. We need to bring down 0. So the number that we need to divide is 90 divided by 21. That is 4. So 4 times 21, it's 84. Subtract it. We got 6. Still, 6 cannot be divided to your 21. We need to bring down 0. 60 divided by 21, it's 2. 2 times 21, it's 42. So we need to subtract this one. 60 minus 42, it's equal to 18. But then, 18 cannot be divided to 21. So we need to borrow 0. So do not forget your decimal point at the top. Okay, 0. So the number now is 180. 180 divided by 21 is 8. So 8 times 21, it is equal to 100. 168. So if we will subtract the following, we got 12. But still, 12 cannot be divided to 21. We need to borrow again 0. So we got 120 divided by 21. It is 5. So 5 times 21, it is equivalent to 105. So if we will subtract this one, we got 15. So still, it's still continuing in borrowing 0. So we'll just stop at 2 decimal digits. So our answer would be, for the base, is equal to 142 and 85 hundredths. So this is the missing base in our letter A. Okay, so let's have in our letter B, we have the following rectangular. Still, enable for you to memorize the formula of our base, or the percentage, rate, and base. So let's have the following given number. The percentage, you have 405. Your rate is 45%. And your base is still missing. The same in letter A, we will do the formula. Base is equal to the percentage divided by the rate. So let's do this one. So we have the base is equal to percentage, that is a 405, divided by 45%. So again, the same as we did lately, we need to copy our B as base, 405, and divided by symbol, then our percent into fraction. So 45 over 100. So always remember that when you are converting a percent or the percent into fraction, copy the digits as your numerator and always have the denominator, which is 100. So you need to do the division rule in dividing whole number by fraction. Copy your whole number, 405. Change your division symbol into times, and the reciprocal of our second fraction. So that would be 100 over 45. So now we can easily multiply the following, then divide after. So we have 405 times 100 over 45. So 405 times 100, we have 405. Then copy the two zeros. So we got 40,500 over 45. So if we will divide the following, 405 divided by 45, we got 900. So by getting the base, we can say that the whole amount of this example is 900. Okay, so let's have a letter C. We have the following triangular form with the percentage, rate, and base. So first, we need to identify the following given numbers. So we have here the percentage, which is 600, the base 500, and the rate is missing. So it means that we will use the formula of rate to get the missing number. So we have the rate, cover the R, so the remaining is the percentage in the base. So we need to divide. Divide what? Our percentage to the base. So let's start dividing the following. So R is equal to the percentage, which is 600, divided by 500, which is your base. So we need to divide the following. So 600 divided by 500. So we got 1. 1 times 500, that is 500. We need to subtract. We got 100. So still 100 cannot be divided to 500. So we need to borrow 0. And do not forget your decimal point. So the number now would be 1,000. 1,000 divided by 500, that is 2. So 2 times 500, we got 1,000. We got 0. So the answer here in rate is 1.2. But then, it is not your final answer. That is still a decimal point. Always remember that rate, we don't have any decimal point. So, we need to convert this decimal point into percentage or percent. So, you need to convert this decimal into percent by multiplying it by 100. If you still remember how do we multiply 100, we just need to move the following decimal number into the right side. So we need to move it twice because there is 2 0, 1 2. So the answer would be 120, and do not forget the percent symbol. So the rate of the following would be 120%.
Now that you know how to solve the percentage, rate, and base in a figure, we'll try more harder in a high order thinking skill questions. So we have here, if 60% of a number is 240, what percent of the same number is 300? So let's start with the given numbers. So we all know that a number with as a percent symbol is a rate. So rate equals 60%. Your percentage is 240. And the number is what we called the base or the whole of it. So we need to find our base. So we need to use the formula B is equal to P divided by the R. So we have here the numerical um substitution of our B equals P divided by R, which is 240 divided by 60%. So still, we don't cannot divide the following because 60 is still in the percent symbol. So we need to convert it into fraction. So let's copy B is equal to 240 divided by 60 over 100. Now we can apply the division rule in dividing whole number by fraction. So again, copy B equals 240 over 1 times the reciprocal of your second fraction, which is 100 over 60. So now we can multiply directly. 240 times 100, that is 24,000 divided by 60. So as you can see here, we have 0 in your divisor. So we need to cancel out 1 0 also in our numerator. So the remaining would be 2,400 divided by 6. So we need to divide it, and we got 400 as our base. So we will go back with the question, what percent of the same number is 300? So as we know that the base of our first given situation is 400. So we will use it as our base. So here, the rate is missing because it is what is percent. So that is rate. So the same number that would be your base, which is 400, and the 300 would be your percentage. So we need to find our rate. So the formula that we deduced was rate equals percentage divided by the base. So we need to substitute it into numerical. So we have 300 divided by 400. So if we will divide this one, we got 0.75. Because 0.75 is a decimal point, we need to convert it into percent. So by multiplying 100, 0.75 times 100 is equal to 75%. So it means that the missing percent of the same number in 300 would be 75%. So now that you know how to find your percentage, rate, and base in a figure or in a word problem, you can do your seat work number 2 in page 14. And do not forget to submit your work afterwards. So that would be all for today. God bless.